your seats. Today I'll show you how to make this special variation to cake pops. I will show you how to make these rainbow cake pop ice cream cones. Eating cake can be delightful and heavenly, but it can also be a mess to eat and a hassle to clean up. These ice cream cone cake pops are the solution since no forks or plates are needed. They offer the delectable taste of cake without the mess. Plus, they would look awesome at any summer party or birthday party. I have 4 main steps. First, you need to bake multicolored cupcakes. Once that is done, you'll need to crumble them up into small pieces and add frosting. The second step is to mix the colors into small balls and put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes. The third step is to melt the chocolates and put the balls on top. The fourth step, which is your last step, is to dip the cones into chocolate and decorate. Before you begin though, you will need to make sure that you have all of the ingredients. You'll need to have a light colored cake mix, chocolate melts, sprinkles, wax paper, gel food colors, frosting, and of course ice cream cones. For the first step, you want to make sure that you make cake batter and separate it into the colors you want. Simply add gel colors to tint any batter. Put the batter into cupcake pans and bake as directed. Now, since baking cupcakes isn't that all exciting, I already prepared that step. So you'll take a cupcake and you'll crumble it into small pieces and add about a tablespoon of frosting into each cup. So since that step also takes a little while, I prepared those ahead of time. You want to make sure that they're about the consistency of Play-Doh. So each one of these is right. So you want to take a small piece out of every color and mix them together. This is what makes your rainbow. And you'll roll them into a ball, and then you'll put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes. It really depends what size ball you have is what size of ice cream cone you have. So this size will be perfect. While those are freezing, it gives you opportunity to melt your chocolate. I like to use white chocolate candy melts because they melt really easy, and you melt them about 1 minute intervals until they're smooth. Taking the balls out of the freezer, you dip your ice cream cone into the top of the chocolate and put your ball on top. So the chocolate will work like glue. So you put them back in the freezer and let them rest. The final step is adding the finishing touches. You take your glued ball and you dip it back into the white chocolate. You want to make sure that the first line is colored. You twist to remove the excess, and this is what you get. Now this isn't the final step. You need to let these rest, but usually when you make a batch all at once, by the time you dip your last one, the first one is ready for decoration. For my example, I have some already prepared at that step. So now you dip the top part of this one in, and you add a cherry for the top, and sometimes you have to dip them twice. You add cherry for the top, and some sprinkles, and then you get your ice cream cake pop. Today I've demonstrated how to make rainbow ice cream cone cake pops by making colored cupcakes, crumbling the cake, and mixing in the frosting. You roll the crumbles into balls and freeze. Stick the cones in chocolate and add the balls. And let the pop set before the final dunk into chocolate for decorating. Follow these simple steps and you'll have an amazing treat for your next party. I need you guys to stand up and show the audience again.
You know, that is really a cute idea.